Hi, welcome to the Stockinit Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jane Itma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It. And this is episode 101. How's life?
Pretty good. We are planning on traveling soon. So
Okay.
got all that. Our DVD players in our car started going out. They're not built in. We've never had a built-in thing in the car, but we have these ones we strap to the headrests, and they started misbehaving the last car trip. So we got new ones. Hopefully they're really nice and last us a lot long. I mean, these lasted pretty good.
Does that mean the kids can watch independently?
They can now.
Excellent.
Yeah, they were sharing up until now, and not share, like two screens but one player, so they had to watch the exact same thing. And that's increasingly becoming a problem. But
yeah, right now
they're all spoiled, you know. I remember staring out the window and then falling asleep a lot whenever I went on car trips. So
yes, ma'am.
but yeah, that's about it. Oh, and I wanted to say right off the top, this is a store-bought sweater, and I bought it at what's the place?
Max, you're noisy.
Oh my gosh, I can't. It completely left my brain. But
Is
store-bought.
it in the-
Don't
is it
ask
in the
me the
mall?
No, it's the only one around here is in the cities. I bought this in Kansas City in
Oh,
Anthropology. That's it.
Anthropology sweater.
Yeah. So don't ask me. You know, maybe Megan can reconstruct the lace pattern on it or something, but don't ask me. I didn't.
I might be able to, but I don't know that you'd want to do that in the cobweb.
Yes, it's really delicate.
Really delicate. Things are going well here. Single parenting, I survived. Grandma Joe has come in and made things all better. But yeah, seriously, my hat is off to the people whose husbands are deployed, or, you know, that there's just endless weeks of being a parent, and it's like equal parts overwhelming and equal parts lonely. Like, it's hard to imagine those two things like together. But like, I had Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and then Columbus Day. Our daycare didn't have care. They did like a in-school service for the teachers, and a teacher in-service day. And so I had the boys all day on Monday as well, so Ellie got to leave. But like, it was like, I got to work on Tuesday, and I was like, adults, shut to! And I'm not like being ordered around by a bunch of little kids. It was like socialization to go to work. So yeah, it's I'm surviving. Hubby's coming back a week from this past Monday, so we'll be home soonly.
Yes. But one more weekend. Grandma Jill's here.
Grandma Jill's here. We're gonna get some pumpkins, as the little ones say.
Cool.
Yeah. Have you gotten yours yet?
We have two big ones sitting in our entryway,
but not carved.
Not carved.
Yeah. They get nasty pretty quick.
Yep. And considering we might be traveling, it's like we might not get those things carved until the following weekend, after we return from our birthday weekend.
Yes.
Or
Can't forget that.
Mom's gone.
Can't forget that. My daughter, when we were stamping this is like tangent upon tangent here, sorry. While we were stamping the bags, I got one of my photo albums out and used the book to kind of like level the stamp, to put some equal pressure on it. And so she was flipping through it, and she's like, Mom, this picture says it was in 2002 or 2003, and you were carving pumpkins, but I wasn't born yet. And I was like, yeah, Mommy carved pumpkins before you were born. Come on. We did things. Just because we didn't have kids doesn't mean we couldn't carve pumpkins. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. She pointed out chronologically that we were doing things that were fun for children, and we didn't have them.
Yep.
All right, chitty chat. taken over the world. We have a current giveaway for Cascadia, the wonderful book. I was noticing as I was looking at the socks, because I'm being a bad wife, I said I was going to knit my husband's socks while he was gone, and I've been finish all the things. I finishosis. I'm not going to cast on those socks until I finish all the things. But everything Old M, it has a Dyer interview in there.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Yes.
I wanted to point out. I was like, hey, I have some of her yarn. I know of her, and she's in a book.
I took advantage of her crossing the border.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she had announced that she was going somewhere in the United States, and if you wanted yarn, she would ship it from there.
Oh.
And it would be either free shipping or just very, very much cheaper for me because she's normally in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Yeah, for sure. And so there's one more week on that. We'll be drawing for that next week. And the wonderful people over at Cooperative Press gave us that digital copy to give away. So go out and sign up for that. We also have a Stuffies KAL, and we've got a wonderful prize that has been sent to us by a new to us bag maker that we'll give you a heads up on. And then we have the little skein drawing, which had 402 entries.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a swank prize.
Yes.
Not going to lie. The $75 value, the bag, the yarn, the pattern, the stitch markers. It was a pretty swank kit. And thank you so much to Anne of Little Skein for that, Annie Light on Ravelry. And so without further ado, 2 through 402, and random number generator picked a big fat round number of 40.
Yay.
Who is Freeman 5. And she thought the Little Mermaid, which I've been seeing a lot of commercials for the Little Mermaid. So it's like, yeah, you could do like a crabs and a
Sebastian,
theme. Yep,
flounder,
mermaid theme. So very cool. So Freeman 5. If you want to go ahead and contact me, I can put you in contact with, once you have organically found out that you won, I can put you in contact with her and give her your shipping information, and away your kit will go. What else is going on? We've got the birthday kits that we're going to be talking about next week. We can talk about that at the end, but we don't really have anything more to talk about, so I thought I'd move that up to the first administrati instead of the last. We'll be doing drawings next week, and all of them have shipped, both international and domestic, and you should have got a shipping notification via PayPal and also a spoiler email. And then the patterns for those will be gifting to you next week once the patterns go live on Ravelry. Last year we put like a false high price on it to try to keep people from purchasing it while we gifted it. And this year we were just like, we can send them the PDFs.
Yep.
And then gift it to them once it's on Ravelry.
Yep. Much easier.
Much easier. We have learned. We have learned from, I wouldn't say mistakes, but we've learned through the processes.
Yes.
So, and then, yeah, I think we've got the Sun Valley Fibers KAL going on.
Yep.
And working away on that one. I've got some new FOs and Sun Valley Fiber that you can also match on in the mix and match, which are pretty quick FOs.
Cool.
So,
been very bad, naughty about that. I only have the one, and it's.
I'm holding it down for the team.
Yes, you are. Very much so.
Team Stuck into Zombies, Power of Megan.
Yes,
but let's go on to the FOs then. I see that you have some over there. Do you not? I thought I saw one.
Well, you see like a hoe.
A hoe.
This is a seamless Salomas for my husband.
Ooh, I like that colorway. I wonder why.
Apples of Megan's eye. Yeah, this is my leftovers from my
something vines? No, gnarled oak.
Oh,
no. It was the
willow. Twigs and willow.
Twigs and willows.
Cardigan. And yeah, he put it on. He cannot figure out which way to put them on yet.
That's the fun part. To hand it to him and say, "What do you think this is?"
And I just had a minor modification on this because my stitching was too tight through here, so I added just one more little back and forth up here just give it that little bit extra so that he could get it on. And
it's a good mom.
Yep. And then I am on the second one.
Zoom zoom.
And then I have blanket square one. And
oh, that's. Did you bring the yarn this week?
Yeah. This is all that got brought. I have a work in progress that's an orange one that didn't get brought. And
she has a pile of work in progress.
Yes, I started a lot of stuff.
We are night and day.
No, I got it.
We are night and day.
It's here.
Okay.
See? But it's a witch. It's a witch, so we gotta push.
Okay. Whoop.
Getting out of order. And then I finished another little square for my weaving. And
that's leftover. Oh, that's the, you mentioned the leftovers.
Yes, this is the leftovers from what I had sent out for my sock classifieds. And I did start my next sock classifieds, which I'm very excited about. And, so that is cool beans. I'm ready. But nothing else got finished.
Okay. As I mentioned last week, I was twitchy with the number of whips I had, and so I went on a finishing fandango, finishing palooza
parade,
finishing something. So on Friday, as I sat here in my house with my children asleep, I cast on a Hallow wig. This is out of the Celestial colorway of feel this, it's really soft for an 80-20 nylon. I really like this base. I was kind of like lamenting as I was knitting it that I didn't knit some socks out of it. But it's held double, fingering held double, which is about roughly a light worsted DK weight. And then I did a lot of modification. I have things in my hair. I didn't plan this so well. But it fits my children's head. It's a little tight on mine. You still get the wig effect, but it's a little tighter through here. But fun. I mean, I could actually see my children wearing this on their head for Halloween versus like a hat where they would be like, this would be fun. So, have your children decided what they're going to be for Halloween?
I have decided for them. I bought my daughter another spider witch costume, so just basically every year it's a spider witch, but it just changes color. And it's not because she doesn't want to. I don't know. She's very happy with those choices, and it doesn't overwhelm her with what she could be. And then my son's Darth Maul costume fits from last year, and he does not care. He was a ghost 4 years in a row because he really wanted to be a ghost. So we had the same ghost Halloween costume for 4 years, and we had Darth Maul last year, and it's going to be Darth Maul again. Dexter, or Quentin is going to take Dexter's, it's like a dinosaur suit where it looks like he's riding the dinosaur. Like his legs are the dinosaur's legs, and it juts out. And he loved it last year, but it was too, he was too small for it. And Dexter was wearing it. And then Dexter's going to be Batman because he was all about the little flashlight, the Batman flashlight. So he's got a mask and a cape. And he's got a shirt that says Batman on it. And then Ellie chose to be a vampire. So she's got like a little collared dress. And I think she can wear this with it. She can be a blue-haired vampiress. What do they call girl vampires? Vampiress.
Buffy?
She's a slayer.
Yes. Oh, that's right. You're right. Duh. Jenna of 716 was like, you could just see her.
I see no!
Buffy is the anti-vampire.
It's like, have I taught you nothing?
But this is the Halloween pattern. It's a free nitty pattern. It was super quick and super easy, and just decrease into the hairline, and it looks like hair, and it's fun. Like, the pattern was written such that written up. She was like, I was looking for something to do with my cheap acrylic neon yarn that I bought when I first started knitting.
Oh, okay.
And if I weren't doing it to try to get you guys an opportunity to participate in the Sun Valley Fibers KL, I would have done it out of some cheap, like, Simply Karen, Simply Soft.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be warmer this way.
It will, for sure. Warm on my daughter's head, fake hair. Next up, I have my noodle. He's a scrappy noodle. He's got the one ear and the eye and his tail and his one little hand. I figured I was gonna try to make it kind of symmetrical, and then I was like, you know what? Animals aren't generally symmetrical in their coloring variations, and I'm really happy with him. He's super soft because he's knit out of scraps from MCS. He is soft. He's just like, you just want to pet him because he's so soft. He's so soft. I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot of work for what it is. Not that this pattern, just toys in general. Like, I swear.
She finds them fiddly.
I just swear that I could have knit a pair of socks in the time that it took me to knit this guy. Like, if you're comparing number of stitches. Totally cute, totally worth it. My kids are fighting over which one of them get to have him, Mr. Noodle. But, yeah. I did learn some things through this whole process on how to attach things to other things and make it more. You helped me look like stitches versus just soldering it on there. I don't have a lot of other comments to say. His cute little pokey tail. The shaping is such that it just wants to do that.
Yep.
It's just cute. Noodle.
Yeah, I might knit another noodle.
He's super cute. Right now, it's too fresh. It's like after you have a baby.
Yeah.
I'm just I remember all of these little bitty stitches. And maybe if I did it on a bigger weight, it would seem like I had more, because it would be the same amount of work because it would be the same number of stitches, but the finished object would be larger than hand size. Right?
See, but the itty bitties are just so adorable.
Intricate and adorable and cutie McCutersons.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my Jinx, and he went to his new home. And
see, you had another FO.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I knew that was going to happen. The ship by date was yesterday, and it was dropped in the mail yesterday, and so I couldn't share him with you all. But his pattern is linked, and then once I know that my person has it, I will then start cross-posting it, because I know that they may or may not be watching, just because I know who they are, but they don't know that I'm the one knitting for them per se. So I don't know. I just feel better at keeping surprises if I just kind of leave a little mystery here and there. If you're really looking for it, it was out on Instagram, and I just uploaded today his picture into my projects page, and so it's out there. It's just not as
security
overtly
through obscurity.
Yes.
And then my other FO.
More? What?
Oh,
she's
socks.
Wearing them.
Haha, tricky. These are out of the Fishnets Strong Heart in the Eye of Newt colorway. And I just kind of made it up as I went along. I noticed that black stripe was going to be thin, as was when she had it for sale. And so I did a little garter ridge there, and then I did some increases and decreases to make the little wavy wavies. Once I got past the heel, I tried it on once I had the wavy wavies all the way around, and I couldn't get it past. It was too tight with the increases and decreases. Even with increasing the stitch count, the stitch count quite a bit, it would have been comically large difference between here and there if I increased enough for it to get over my heel. So I just did garter on the black and didn't do any patterning on that.
Yeah, I remember people saying that about the Jaywalker. Like they thought, oh, it's going to be really nice, and then they got to where they went on the heel, either top down or whatever it was, I think the people who worked them bottom up had the most problems. If you worked it top down and you actually tried it on over your heel at first, then you might have put enough stitches in it. But
yep, once you get to this point, it's kind of too late. Like
Yep.
you should have had more, here to offset. Anyway, and then I tried a little bit of the OMG heel, I did 2 increased rows. So the number of gusset stitches are doubled.
Extra roomy.
Yeah, it's extra roomy version, which I can, hopefully write up. But I was going to mention organically while I was talking about these that I did finally publish my OMG heel socks out there. And so if you've purchased any of my sock patterns before now, you can get that, which is just a plain vanilla in a wide range of sizes, from extra small to extra large. I think the small end, what is the stitch count? I'm going to put myself on the spot here. It's on the pattern page, but it's just plain vanilla, but it's got the toe up version of the OMG and the bottom, the cuff down. And you can get that for free until the end of October with the coupon code OMG heel if you've bought any of my other, or if you want to buy any of my other sock patterns and get it for free. So go out there and check it out. If you already had blurred lines and all you were interested in was the heel, you can have that pattern for free now, including the top down. So, but yes, I like these. I'm having a hard time taking them off, which is why they weren't in my FO pile.
Fun. Okay, whips. Ugh.
I've only got this one, so you go to town.
So I'm working the second of my slippers, or my husband's slippers. He's been requesting them, and so it's basically put things on the feet of my family. That's why all the cast on happen.
Family's feet are cold, yo.
So these are for my daughter. This is from our extra yarn kit, and so this is the smallest size, and you can see the stitch pattern, and this is the actual BFL yarn that came with the kit, so
it's very pretty.
That's the one. And I was the fourth project out there, and the first one was the designer, and then Annie Lights was the other 2, and then I was the fourth. So
look,
it's like,
you go.
Whoa! So
You're
get these done.
You're on the cutting edge.
Apparently.
Very, very pretty though.
Yeah.
It's making me sad that I didn't draft it first, but that's okay.
You got the bag.
I know what
you're talking about.
I know, but that's a very pretty colorway.
It is very pretty, and it'll be very cute as a toy later on, because I'm not going to use it all for my kids. Kid socks. Okay, kid socks, and then later, not started. Okay. Then I cast on 2 at a time, toe up. Just your, I don't know, I'm going to say it's the standard Wendy D. Johnson gusset heel.
Socks.
I can't believe that I don't know if they're, I wonder. I could try an OMG heel on it. I haven't committed that much to it yet. But the plan was to use the Wendy D. Johnson one.
What's your stitch count?
I do not recall. I will count off camera.
Okay.
I don't want to see you. No. But, 2 at a time. I think it's 56.
Okay. Yep. My pattern.
Okay, just got that. Okay. And then, I just thought 2 at a time because it's Claudia hand paints, and those come in the smaller balls, so that, I could wind them up both at the same time and try to get them on and off the needles at the same time. I know that my daughter's ones are going to keep my attention and probably get done faster, even though they're 1 at a time. But
because they're patterned?
Yeah, because they have a pattern to them. But, yeah. And keeping with Socktober, I started my next sock classified socks. So I'm titling these Tanya's Mom Needs Socks. So these are for Tanya's mom. And it's a mostly cotton, so like 55% cotton, 45% wool, and nylon for the rest. Yeah, there's no spandex or, stretchy in this. So anyway, I did not realize all those many years ago when I bought this, I bought stripies. So
she didn't count it towards herself stripies, did you?
No, I didn't. It was, I suppose I could have guessed, and they're very small stripes.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It's got a very denim feel. It's got, like, the bright teal, a regular denim, and then a darker denim coloring to them.
Amy didn't know that she was going to be participating in a KAL for the podcast when she cast them on.
No, I didn't.
Which these are only my September. I'm still a month away.
Oh.
Still a month off.
Going.
I know, but I got my husband.
His aren't stripy.
They are not. They are Miracle Jen.
I see.
Earl Grey.
So, loving this as a bus knit. It's going actually really fast that way.
Are you doing anything because they're cotton?
No.
As far as stitch count? Okay.
No, I know the dimensions that she gave me, and just keep trying them on different, like I have a lot of different sock blockers and stuff, and just keep trying them on at different points. Like when I got done with the toe, I was like, okay, now measure that, and then I was like, nope, that seems like it'll work, so I kept going. And then recently I tried them on a blocker to see if they seemed like they would fit, and they did. So nothing special. I actually think that they're right in line with what I would do for wool. And I think it's probably the stockinette is just making them, it's not sucking up any of the, like if you were doing cables or something, it'd make it tighter. And it's not ribbing to make it looser. So it's just spot on what it should be, I think. We'll keep measuring as we go along.
Just right. Yeah. Nobody else gets that because it's a local commercial.
Very much a local commercial. Tana Mechanical. This is another Vivid square. So I got my bright blues. I got my bright orange.
Bazinga!
They're so bright. And I was showing all of the colors to my husband, and it was like, that's gonna be bright. But I don't know. I think it will be more fun. Who needs another boring beige blanket in their house, or whatever it might be.
Somebody might, but you don't. You need a very bright blanket.
Well, let's just say I've been very muted in my choices up until now for decor. So I don't have crazy bright decor in my house. So this will be a fun, like, oh, what doesn't belong? Oh, my giant bright blanket, Vivid. But I have a feeling once it's done, it'll be one of my favorite cozy blankets.
For sure. If not just because you knit it.
Well, it's true. But I have my big slinket that I knit. The Iceland. I have a big Rowan pattern, and it was extra bulky, and it's basically a giant coat that might as well be a blanket with sleeves.
You called it your Jedi.
No, the Jedi's a nice, normal...
That's another one, though.
Yeah.
Rowan, right?
From the same book.
Okay.
Yeah, from the same book, and that one's probably the Iceland. This one's, it's a really big coat, and it goes all the way down to my mid leg there, and it's, I don't know, it's almost like a blanket. Might as well be a blanket, but it's got slits in it, so you can stick your arms through it. So it's a coat in Rowan standards. But and I had there's a lot of pictures on the FO of people using it like out. There's pictures of them outside in it, and I would not wear mine outside. It's too odd for the Midwest. It's like, where are you? Europe? No. You are in Minnesota.
Maybe you take it with you and you feel like you're in Europe.
That's true, I guess. And then last but certainly not least, I did get some progress done on my sweater. Yay. So this is my Pont Neuf.
Pont Neuf.
And
you should say it differently every week. Put a different emphasis on a different syllable.
Got through the decreases, and I've gotten through 2 of the 4 increases, and I'm about halfway to that 3rd one. So I am enjoying my progress on this, and again, you feel
it is very soft.
So nice and squishy.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're gonna have that done by next Friday, right?
No. I could, I guess, if I worked on it during my car trip vacation stuff.
That's my goal. Get this done. Power through the sleeves by next Friday.
Just apply that was tied, then poking through. So yeah, that's it for the
That's
whips.
it, huh?
I have way too many, but that's okay. The sock foot thing was like, I gotta go nuts. It's October. I want to get at least 2 of those pairs done for Socktober, and I don't think I can count the slippers in any of the Socktober KALs. Actually socks, not worsted weight slippers. So.
Well, there are a lot of worsted weight, like Susan P. Anderson's got her How I Make My Socks pattern out there, and Tin Can Knits has a worsted weight sock.
Right, but these aren't socks.
They're kind of. They're like footies.
They cover your feet. Yeah, they're slippers.
They would be under the Ravelry accessories feet category. Okay, currently I am working on the Austin hoodie. I just wanted to point out that I figured out where my mind went awry last week with my 30-mile, 8-mile mix-up.
Okay.
I was thinking about 30 Rock. I don't know why.
Okay. I'm like, who wears a hoodie on 30 Rock?
There's a guy that wears a hoodie. One of the writers that's always in the... the guy, yeah, Lutz? No, the guy that's always got something different on his hat.
Oh,
that's his name. Friedman.
Yeah,
something. Anyway, Friedemeyer. My husband would know. He would say it immediately. I picked up stitches around the sleeve. It was a very vast hole, and there was very few stitches that I picked up, but it seems to, I put it on and there's not big gaping gaps. I mean, you can see it's a picked up sleeve cap there, but it's not extremely obvious, I guess, that it was a huge gap and now is filled up with stitches. I put it on, and this is the part that slays me as a knitter. When I put it on, there's just a lot of gap. The thing actually on my shoulder in the arm area, and it's I'm knitting all those extra stitches every round. I didn't need that. I mean, in general, it's better to have a looser armhole than it is to have a
tight one.
Yeah, a tight one. But it's big compared to the rest of the knit, and that's just a feature of the pattern, I think.
Yeah.
If you go out there and look at other people's issues with the pattern, it's generally the armhole. So. But yeah, I'm hoping to get those motor on through those.
There's no way to seam it a little. No, there wouldn't be.
I mean, I can be decreasing more rapidly, but then you get almost like a pucker.
Yeah.
If you try to get rid of extra stitches really quickly, I mean, it's almost better just have it be really gapey. I mean, every round you're I'm knitting 6 extra stitches. But I didn't pick up any extra. I picked up what it told me to pick up.
Okay.
And dropped some and made it work. Because I knew that it was going to be big no matter what. But Austin hoodie, my one and only work in progress.
Wow.
Ka-ching!
Yeah.
Feels good to be monogamous again.
I have to cast on those hubby socks though.
Yeah. Yep. I worked really hard on these socks, and I was glad to have them done in time for Halloween. I don't know, I get to a point where the rest of my world is needing to be scheduled and prioritized and whatever, and I don't want to have to do that with my knitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want it to be simple. To be like, I have time to knit. I have one thing that I could be knitting. It will be the Austin hoodie. And I don't know why.
You're gonna push back your husband goal, though.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to knit something. He knows that I was going to knit them as a surprise for him while he was gone. So A, it's not a surprise anymore, and B, he can't try them on. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
like, why not wait until he's here and I can be like, is this long enough? I mean, I have other socks of his that I knit, but that I could pick up and compare it to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a pro tip right there. Another do. Like, I just steal one of my husband's work socks when I'm knitting him socks, and then I use that to measure how long the sock I'm knitting him should be.
Right. But it's one that you've already knit for him, though.
Yep.
Because
you can use other socks as well as a general guideline.
Like my husband's socks all have spandex in them or whatever, right? So
elastic.
they look.
Yeah.
Why do I keep saying spandex? Elastic in them, so they look a lot smaller than
for sure.
Than they would be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I do have a sock blocker that seems to be, like, if he's putting it on and it's generally, I don't know, the sock blocker is slightly bigger than his foot, so it has to go onto the sock blocker snug, and then it's perfect. So. But I don't have to do it secret, so I don't worry about it.
I'm not doing it in secret. I just get tired of him nagging me about it, and I'm like, I'll knit it while you're gone. And now I'm like, you're off having fun vacationing, kid-free. I don't want to knit you socks. I love you, honey. You're not watching because he doesn't watch the show. Your husband doesn't watch the show. Yeah. He gets enough of me talking without having to watch a show.
Well, I mean, I don't watch the show, so, like, I think that my friend Karen, her husband, sees more of the show than either of our husbands combined, because she watches our show, and then he sees it,
Hi, Chris.
From afar. Yes, hello, Chris. How are you? He had an October birthday.
All right, enabling. I have very little, but we did have somebody send us a prize and a very generous gift.
You want to talk about prizes first?
Sure.
Or gifts.
Gifts and prizes?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any enabling?
I do.
Ooh.
Just one thing.
Okay, I gotta hurry then. We gotta hurry then.
It's just one thing.
Okay, Rainstorm Studios, who does baubles and bags, sent us these bags, and they made me squee. I've not done the great reveal. This is her fold-over bag, but she thought of us because she has a machine that can embroider zombies. Oh, it's so perfect.
Cute.
I love it. I don't care who knows. That's what I said when I opened it up. A la Elf. So yeah, she does some embroidery on these smaller. The fold-over sack is because you can fold it over like this.
Hands up.
Like so, and it's got some interior pockets, and it's got a flat bottom. Yep. Everybody loves a flat bottom.
Stands up pretty good.
Yeah.
And I was telling Megan, I was just thinking about something about this size for my spindle. And I did want to show people that I am working on this, so I brought it. This is just my poonies hanging off the end here. And
have you had to take any off yet?
Nope. Okay. No, this is slow and steady turtle type of spinning for me. Like, I get on a kick and I'll do 2 poonies, and then I'll get off a kick, just as easily for like 3 days, and I'll be spinning on my wheel or knitting or whatever, and then I'll get on a kick, and that'll get rid of 1 more, and then, I don't know. It's been good though. I really truly think of this as my, like, I don't want to say guilty pleasure, but like my, like, savor it spinning. Like, when I get a hold of it, I want to savor it and keep going, and I walk around while I do it. I hardly ever stay in one place when I'm doing this, so it's almost like exercise too.
But she's freaking out the muggles left and right.
Yeah, no, walking around my home. Okay. I should though. I should freak out the muggles.
Just walk around in public. And then she also gave us these really cool, she's got these
yeah.
pretty little poles. So this can go on this bag or it could go on another bag. And is super fun.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like a row counter or, yeah.
Very pretty. And so she sent along as a prize for the softies, the little fingering weight, the minis, I guess. Mini softies, KAL, a window bag, which is really cool because I think that if you had a toy, it'd be kind of cool to have them peeking out.
Yeah.
It's like sock, not so, I mean, it'd still be cool.
It's cool to be able to see inside your project bag regardless. I think that that's really cool.
Very cool. And I love the zigzaggy. If I didn't love the knitting zombie so much, I would have been tempted to be like, switch.
Yeah.
But no, the knitting zombie must be mine.
So cute.
Yes, and so if you're interested in checking out her shop, which was again Rainstorm Studios, she gave us a coupon code on Etsy, Zombie Knit. I don't know if capital counts or not, but none of it looks capitalized, and it's 10% off. And she's got some really cute bags. She's got some of these same fold-over bags that are really reasonably priced without the embroidery, and then the embroidery adds a little bit of cost.
But worth it.
Yeah, totally. Totes worth it. And she's got, we saw like a love one and a
sheep, I think.
A sheep. Oh, the sheep was adorable. And then these are two of her styles, and she had the one other one.
Yeah, I forget what the style was called, but it was more like this, no window in it.
But yeah, 10% off, expires November 7th, which November is now soon.
I know. It's insane.
Mind blown. But 10% off. And that was, again, Rainstorm Studios. And thank you so much, Christine, for sending this to us. We will very lovingly give away. Gotta put the right hole back in, the one that matches the bag. It's got a nice little handle on it, too. Cool. Yep. Sadly, Noodle is not living in there for the prize winner.
Nope.
But he did look cute peeking out. And then the only other enabling that I had was I listened to that Paula Knitting Pipeline.
Okay.
She's constantly enabling. Actually, I enabled her on the ball winder, and now she has enabled me. These are the needles from China. I got the super uber long cables. I'm trying to find the smallest, teeniest one. I think 18 is the smallest, teeniest one. And so I haven't yet gone through and put the United States size, but I think this is a quad 0.
Oh, wow.
And each one comes with a little needle gauge, which is kind of useless because it tells me the Asian or Chinese needle size.
And it doesn't even have an 18 on it. Yeah. Small.
Too small for gauge. And then they also all came with a darning needle. And so I can link to their shop if you're interested. Mine, because I have horrible international shipping karma, came in I'm saying like on the edge of 6 weeks. But the other people have said they've gotten them in like a couple weeks. Like, oh, I ordered them and they came 2 weeks later. And I have yet to knit with them, so I'll let you know. But the cables look like cables. I mean, they look substantial. And the joins don't look bad. They're a little curved, like some of the cheaper. But I was hoping these would come before I got Noodle going so that I could do him on double zeros.
Yeah.
But I got him started on just the zeros and did that. And for $9, including shipping from China, to get all of these needles. I think they go up to US 6. I think that's what this thicker one is. Not a bad deal, especially if you're just using it to like put spare stitches on, or as I have 5 other projects with size 5s on the needles already. I can't think of what I was going to say. Oh, I was going to say you shipped out all the birthday kits that were international, and that's why they got there so quickly.
They did.
I am horrible international shipping.
5 days to the Netherlands.
Yes. Amy willed that.
I don't know what happened there. Maybe the guy at the store really likes me or something. So I was enabled by a coupon that came to 10K Clubbers for the Eat Sleep Knit.
Oh,
so they had sent out a very generous coupon code. It was for an anniversary, and got this for basically free. I had to pay shipping. And it's the Malabrigo hand-dyed robing and it's 100% merino in the Archangel colorway.
very pretty.
So it's very pretty, and I can say nothing of the prep because I have not tried to pick it apart yet or do anything with it.
Kind of like me with my needles.
Yeah, I mean it looks fair.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it'll be good.
It's interesting,
and the colors are pretty.
It's interesting that a bigger name company like that is getting into
Fiber. Yeah.
Malabrigo.
So yeah, Malabrigo Archangel. Woohoo! And then a quick shout out. I did a Rebecca Danger Naked Monster swap, and this is what I got. Isn't it cute? Mm-hmm. And it came with some candy. So thank you, Kelly Jo Girl. I don't know if she watches, but maybe when she was cyber stalking me, she found us. And thank you.
Yeah, looks like a candy corn.
Yes, I know. Super cute.
Yes, super cute.
So yeah, I think it's called the Naked Monster swap because it's one of the less expensive swaps. You don't have to put any sort of extra. So I got a postcard and I got like truffle, the lint
balls.
The balls, yeah. So there were 4 or 5 of them in a baggie, and then this and this, and it's cute, super cute. He was decorating my mantle until I came over here, so I just thought I would quickly show you.
Michigan?
Yeah. Well, this is Michigan Lighthouses. I assume she's from Michigan. But yeah, it was a fun swap. I had sent off a monster. Where did that one go to? I
done too much shipping lately.
Too much shipping lately. It's in M state, but not Michigan, so Missouri, maybe. MO. Sounds right, maybe. So, and he's already arrived in his home and has been, thank you has been issued, so it's been fun. The next one, though, hasn't happened yet. That's a Dancing Dog Dye Works one. So, my jinx went off to that one, and now I'm waiting to get mine.
Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana. Those are all your M's. I had to sing the state song up to that point.
I want to say Missouri.
Okay. M-O?
Mo.
Mo.
Yep.
Give me some Mo.
And then, yeah, I didn't have anything to say. I picked this up and I should probably talk about it. It's my my special colorway from Sheep Dreamery. And I balled it up to get inspired because I want to knit something with it. And I'm having paralysis. Maybe it's just cast on too many things recently. But I did have a desire to ball this up and get inspired. That's it.
All right. So yeah, we already covered the birthday kits at the beginning. If you haven't heard from us and you believe that you ordered one, please drop us a line. I'm Megan at Stocking Knit Zombies or Amy at Stocking Knit Zombies, and we can hunt down what's going on there for you. We'll be talking and drawing prizes next week for that. And the retreat, we've got the vendors marketplace thread open, and folks that will be vending I have posted them there, so go out there and start planning your budget accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fantastic.
It's a very nice list. It's not complete yet.
Nope.
It's a very nice list.
Yes. Yep. Which is why we haven't named any names here. So if you want to go check it out, you can. And the vendors themselves are free to announce to any and all. But we will talk about it once we've got the list finalized.
Yeah.
Here. So,
bye.
Bye, Oopta.